Hi David, your Dittmer Gold Project near Proserpine in North Queensland once hosted Australia's highest grade gold mine. 4 campaigns over the past 2 years has made Swiss cheese out of the repeat of the bonanza lode there. You've just completed the 5th drilling campaign. What are the early results telling you?
Thanks, Gareth. The Dittmer Project is a really exciting and a very interesting project. Historically, it was a significant gold mining area. It was first found in the 1800s, and the actual mine at Dittmer was found in the early 1930s. Between 1935 and 1951, they produced at an average grade of 151 grams gold, plus significant silver and copper. When we came in, we were surprised because it never ever had a drill hole into it, and the work we've done has really shown that there's a lot more to be found here. Really early in the piece, we made the decision to reopen the old mine. This proved to be a masterstroke because we were able to go out there, map and sample underground. We also, most importantly, were allowed to drill from underground, which saved us a lot of time and meters and money. That work has shown very quickly for us that the old historic lode was faulted out at about 200 metres below surface. Fortunately for us though, the lode itself has been faulted up against or adjacent to the old mine. So within 30 metres of the old mine, we have a repetition. And that's really been the focus of our work up to this point. And fortunately for us, this extension to the old mine is showing the same sort of grades as they saw in the old historic mine. We've had some amazing results in there, including 4.3 metres at 29 grams per tonne gold and 0.8 copper. And look, we just continue to find lots and lots of high-grade mineralisation in this area. Regarding the Stage 5 program, we started that earlier this year. We've now completed 14 holes there, and each one of them's hit the lode as planned. And we're starting to see the results coming through, and we're getting some amazing results coming out of those. Just recently, we announced the highest grade gold intersection we've reported to date. Within there's a 0.4 metre intersection running 221 grams per tonne gold, which is amazing. The other thing that's really exciting about the work we're doing at the moment is we're recognising these high-grade shoots that are plunging shallowly to the south, and those are very encouragingly remaining open along strike. Our 2 most recent results we spoke about were with hole 56 and 57. We're seeing a broadening of the structure and improved grades there, including that 221 gram intersection. So a really exciting opportunity here. It remains open and there's a lot more work to be done to grow this.
Well, your modelling of the Dittmer area suggests there are more of these lodes. Does that mean that Dittmer could shape up as a district play?
Yeah, exactly right, Gareth. We are really excited about the opportunity here. One thing that strikes us about this area is while there's historically a lot of gold mining in the area, it's had remarkably little exploration, apart from a bit of exploration in the 70s by CRA and MIM, who ironically found 2 porphyry copper systems in the southern part of the Dittmer Project area. So look, work we're doing, we're trying to address the data gaps in this area. So there's a lot of field work, a lot of mapping, a lot of soil sampling going on top of the drilling that's currently underway. And that just continues to grow the story. Every time we go in the field, we find more and more workings, and it's just remarkable the amount of work that's taken place historically and just not been recognised by modern exploration. So the work that's underway, we've done soil sampling around the mine itself, and that's showing that there's at least a 2 kilometre long soil anomaly that sits along strike of the Duffer lode, which historically was mined at Dittmer. Also, in addition to that, we're finding a whole series of other lode structures that are showing up in rock chips, in the workings, and also in the soil sampling. And most of those remain open and have never had a drill hole into them. So it's a really exciting opportunity. Just to put it in perspective, historically the old mine, they mined an area of 200 metres by 150 metres and produced 55,000 ounces of gold. We've now drilled adjacent to that about a 300 by 200 metre area. And beyond that, our soil sampling suggesting this could be over 2 kilometres in strike length. And we haven't even spoken about the deep potential of this area. There has not been a deep hole into this to date. We're about to address that, and that's also very exciting. So
look, Stage 5, another successful drilling campaign. With gold prices going gangbusters, does production come into view for you?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the main focuses of the Stage 5 program is not just to continue to step out the current drilling, but also to do some infill with the hope that we get sufficient density of drilling in this area that we can come up with an initial mineral resource. What our plan is once we get that resource, we will then look at mine plans and look at the opportunity to start a small operation here.
Well, talking exciting opportunities, an aerial magnetic survey last year identified a deeper magnetic anomaly. a possible copper porphyry target. Could this be the kitchen for the abundant gold that's in the region?
Yeah, well, that's our theory. And look, even before we did the magnetic survey, we always felt there was a bigger story here. As we did more field work, we could see it was part of a much larger area with lots of mineralisation, lots of workings. What we always found curious about though is there's quite a lot of copper floating around this area. We see copper in the veins that we drill, but also the soil geochemistry around here shows a very significant copper anomaly as well. So we always speculated that there was potential for a larger copper system below us. Yeah, ironically to the south of us, there is a couple of significant porphyry copper systems that were found in the 1970s by CRA and MIM, and we speculate that there may be another one of these systems sitting underneath us at Dittmer. So a very interesting story here. We're very lucky that we received a CEI grant last year to fly a detailed magnetic survey over the whole area, and this highlighted a series of really interesting magnetic targets. This survey highlighted a very significant pipe-like magnetic body sitting underneath the Dittmer mine itself, and we speculate that that may be a porphyry copper system sitting underneath us. It's only about 400, 500 metres beneath us, and most recently, we've now applied for another CI grant, and we just recently were granted another $250,000 to drill this target. I'm really excited. We've just completed stage 5, and now we've rolled in the drill rig and we're drilling the deep hole to target that. We expect that to take about 50, 60 days to complete. And look, this could be an absolute company maker if it comes up.
So you could strongly say that the story for Ballymore is really starting to muscle up. The near-term opportunities followed by longer-term sort of opportunities. A good time to invest.
Yeah, look, it's a really exciting time. I think we're starting to get recognised by investors, and we are starting to really deliver with some amazing results. There's a lot of great work going on, and we're really excited about what the future holds for us.